Hello and welcome to a very festive Up the Archers show with me, Libby, and joining me in studio today is my co-host Fatima, or for short we call her Fat. So Fats, what have we got coming up on today's show?
We've got loads of sport news throughout the whole of campus. We've got rugby delving into Clash, the Rugby Bucks. We've got football and we've got very special guests as well.
I am very much looking forward to it. We've got a very good show coming up for you guys. Are you looking forward to Christmas, first of all?
Yeah, and I'm really excited. And do you know what? I can't wait. It's a ritual every year to go Winter Wonderland. And I haven't been yet. And I'm just looking forward to go with my girls.
Oh, really? Is that the London one? Or
do you know
Cardiff
what?
one?
Normally London, but I don't think I'm going to have time. So it'll have to be Cardiff. I feel like any Winter Wonderland is better than none.
Yeah, I totally agree. So that is all your plans for Christmas?
Well, Christmas, it's really sad actually. Everybody's everywhere. So it's just me and my mum this year. So I don't have much plans.
Well, first of all, let's look back at the new year. So obviously we had the women's rugby this year. They've had a very, very good year. And we cannot ignore that they won the Women's Bucks Super Rugby final for the 24-25 season. So let's have a quick look at those winning moments.
There are only seconds remaining. Picton Powell sends the ball from the field. And it is history for Lisa Newton's awesome Archers. The Queens of Kincoy are now the cream of Bucks Super Rugby Milk Championships. And for Jess Rogers and her Archers, history. The first Welsh team of any kind to win the championship.
Come on.
Yeah, what a performance from the girls this year. They have absolutely dominated the year, showcasing incredible teamwork, a proper masterclass in strategy, a truly unforgettable year for them.
And it's also been a great year, you know, the start of the season as well. They're currently sitting second in the table, just behind Hartpury. So it's been really, really great. And we can't ignore that's just our first team. Obviously, we can't ignore our other teams. So our seconds also smashing it. They won 65-0 against University of West England last week, which, don't know about you, but that was a pretty incredible one. But great year for women's rugby, even to the point that they've now got a documentary coming out about them. That is Our Legacy. So Our Legacy episode 1 has already dropped on the Cardiff Met Sport TV YouTube, and you should be looking out for episode 2 very, very soon.
But it's not only the women, the men have also had a great year. And we're joined here with Leah today, our rugby correspondent, and she's going to tell us in more detail how the season gone. Leah, it's so great to have you here. Can you please tell us what was the last season like for the men's?
So last season was quite strong for the men's. They had quite a strong team. They had a more experienced team with majority of the boys being in their third year. So they've played all together for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Obviously 3 years being at uni, they've had that time to grow that bond. So it was quite good. They had both of their wins in the first 2 games of the season, so they went into the season quite strong and kind of stayed strong throughout.
So obviously we know we had a great end of the season last season, but we've now moved into our 25-26 season, and like you said, they've been playing for 3 years. You've now lost a few third years. Tell us more about that.
So you've lost players like Steph Crimp, George Merritt, Joshua Carrington, quite a few like big players on the team, so it's kind of been different for that transformation, and kind of I think this new season they're more building that bond. You have to build that bond before you kind of make any big moves on the team.
And as obviously you've mentioned, you've lost these players now, so do you think that has had a huge impact on the team? You know, how did it kind of go?
So at the start it's always going to be maybe shaky having not a brand new team, but a lot of new players. So I think it has been quite difficult. They lost their first game, so obviously that was kind of put a damper on the team. But you have got players to look out for. and kind of people that are coming up. As that bond builds, the team is obviously going to grow better. You also have Dai Young, the new head director of rugby, so he's bringing in more things that the team can do to better their skill set and kind of make them stronger as a whole. And I would say maybe someone like players to look out for. You have Gareth Cannon. It's a strong one.
So I'm just going to say, but obviously we still have amazing players, like you just mentioned, Gethin Cannon, who has been a BCR since he was a fresher. Whilst he's been here, he's represented Wales under the 20s as well. The World Championship, facing teams like Australia and South Africa. And right now, he's in his final year of Met. And you never know, we might see him in a Welsh shirt very, very soon.
Really? Wow, that'd be good. Yeah, cool.
I'm Gethin Cannon, I'm 21, I play second row, back row, and I play for Cardiff Met FC. I was probably like about 7 years old. I played for Macon RC, and then I went through the minis and juniors there, all the way up into youth and seniors, and then luckily enough I got selected for Wales 18s. Played that just after school, and then I come to Cardiff Met then. Started off in the champ team at the time, played for the twos, and then I was twos and champ for my first year, and then I had opportunity to play for Wales under 19s in my second year, and then been playing in the BSR squad for Cardiff Met since. My dad was massive into rugby, and I tried like football, and I probably wasn't as physical as I wanted to be. So yeah, I definitely was attracted to the physical aspect of rugby. So club rugby is a bit like, if you're like a good player, you do what you want. Like the coaching's quite simple. It's just like there's not much like structure to the game or anything. It's just kind of give your ball to the biggest players, and hopefully you win. Like when you come into like the Buck Super Rugby and them type of setups, it's a lot more structured. There's a lot of learning that goes on.
Okay, here we are then.
So as a fresh coming in, like playing for the BSR team is huge. You look at it, it's massive. Like it's like you think it's almost impossible as a fresher. So when I got called up for I think it was Leeds back at home.
Looking to carry hard around the fringes, and we have seen the introduction of Gethin Cannon there with his first carry of this match and his first carry in Buck Super Rugby. The 18-year-old coming onto the pitch, coming into the fray here at Cardiff Met. He brings Dragons experience into the squad, and he'll certainly be looking to make an impact in what is turning out to be a miserable game in terms of conditions and rugby.
It was it was unreal. Like, and it was a bit of like shocked. I was like, oh, how I managed to come get here already in my first year. As like a senior player now as well, my fourth year, I feel like I've almost got to set an example to like boys coming through. So I feel like there's a certain standard that needs to be set in training, and if boys like me and other senior players are setting that standard, then it'll just, a lot of boys coming through them will see that, and everyone will grow as a better player. I think it's probably the biggest game I've been involved in ever. The crowd was, I think it was a record crowd there. It was absolutely unbelievable. Like on the pitch, it was the noise was so loud you couldn't even hear each other like talk on the pitch. It was a bit unexpected because a lot of boys did play well that game. So like I wasn't like I knew I had like a decent game, but like there was a lot of boys who did put their hand up for it. So when they called me over, I was a bit shocked. But it's just like a bit like I was like felt quite happy that I got it, like, because like I felt like I've been working quite hard recently and stuff, and to finally get like kind of almost get recognised by it, it has definitely like meant a lot and stuff. So hopefully like come to the end of Met now. Hopefully I do get picked up by a club, whether that's like a professional club or a semi-professional club. Hopefully I get picked up by someone, and then my like aspirations would be to be a professional rugby player. And obviously the main aspiration is play for Wales, but like obviously that's a high one, but you've always got to set the bar high. So yeah, they're probably my main aspirations going after Met.
Now, it was great to hear from Gethin Cannon there. Now, staying on the topic of rugby, we've had not one, but 2 Cardiff clashes this year, haven't we, Fats?
Yeah, do you know what? Unfortunately, I didn't even attend, but I didn't even have to because it was the talk of the campus and I literally felt like I went. Yeah.
Really? Yeah, no, I was lucky enough to go, and I have to say for both clashes the atmosphere was incredible. First clash, we had great weather for it, some really intense games all throughout, but let's first of all speak over these a little bit. So our most recent clash, very close game for the men's. I unfortunately only caught half of that one, but from what I heard and from what I experienced, everyone was on the edge of their seats. It was, back and forth the whole time. And I mean, the scoreline shows it. They finished 29-31 to Cardiff Met,
I'm so jealous.
Up the arches there. But it was definitely a very close game. Close first half for the women's as well. They went into half-time 5-0 up to Cardiff Met. But Cardiff Met did pull through for the second half of that game. That was a 24-5 win to Cardiff Met. So both teams won. It was pretty great, to be honest. But let's throw you all the way back now to the first one. Obviously, unfortunately, you didn't go. That one I did go, and that one was fun. That was my first Cardiff clash. Oh my God, what a great time. The atmosphere was great. Cardiff Met were on the home side. It was such fun. So the teams for that one, so October clash, they also had a winning streak. Their points were incredible for this. The women won an incredible 59-0.
I'm not surprised.
Insane.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, insane start. Obviously shows the difference between Cardiff, I think, brought more of a game to this second clash, but the men's also won 56-28. So won all four games really, which all-round win for Cardiff Met, which I think is great. Massive, massive wins.
I'm absolutely gutted I wasn't there. I'm definitely going to make sure I go to the next one. I've seen so many videos, like so jealous. But let's have a look at the clash in action.
In the heart of the Welsh capital, beneath the shadow of Principality Stadium, stands a field etched in rugby history.
The mighty French 15 opened the international
2
match
universities, Cardiff Met, Cardiff University, a rivalry that runs deeper than the River Taff. Every year, they meet on the pitch, not just to play, but to prove.
There is a real buzz around Cardiff Arms Park tonight. Just below us is practically full to the rafters of Cardiff Met supporters. Over on the far side there, it's getting more and more full with expectant Cardiff University fans. It's round 2 of Bucks Super Rugby, a massive derby in the Welsh capital, and Tommy Booth gets us underway. Now Finn Charles, little slide, Charles steps away, Finn Charles! Release. Finn Charles has opened the scoring in the Cardiff clash. Dylan Scott for the corner, still Scott! What a position here for Met to respond immediately. Right. How on earth have Cardiff Met bundled over from there? Cardiff Uni grunting their way towards the line. It's a short ball for Ellis Bird, who thinks he's scored. And he has! Rod Nixon goes in for try number 3, and Cardiff University are pulling away. Nice ball around the corner and a big hole opens up for a big man, and Max Surrey. Cardiff Met back within 7. Scott begging for it. Scott gets it, and Met are on the ball. Does go out the back this time. Interception. Here we go. Dylan Scott onto the poles, and Cardiff Met are going to be in touch as the whistle goes. Half time, Cardiff Met 26, Cardiff Uni 28. We are staring down the barrel of a clash for the ages. Off the line, they're queuing up, they've won the race around the corner, and now it's time for Toby Finch on the short ball. Chris Pan's clinical finish, and now Met lead by 10. What a night, what a comeback, what a game, what an occasion. But the honours belong to the Archers. They're going to be a problem for anybody in this league.
Now that was certainly a fun clash, and it was really great. Obviously that was the October one, really great to look back at it and remind ourselves of all that went on. But moving on to football now, we are joined in the studio with Carys Gittens, who plays for the women's first team and the Bucks team as well. How are you today? Are you looking forward to Christmas, first of all?
I am actually.
Yeah?
It's been a long couple of months. It's quite tiring sometimes playing 2 games in a week, so it's quite nice to have a week off now. But then I'm a bit gutted, like there's no training at the minute, so I'll be glad to go back into it after.
But you're looking forward to a little bit of time off.
Yeah, it is nice.
Make sure you rest up.
Yeah, it's needed.
Yeah, it's great to have you here, Carys. I've been following the women's football. You've probably seen me around, like.
Yeah.
And like, I can't believe that you guys literally train like so long, like in the morning, 7:30 sometimes, you know, in the evenings again, you know, you play for the Adran South as well as the Bucks, you know, it must be so draining. So let's talk about the Adran South. Obviously, the club are now first going into Christmas. How does that make you feel?
It gives us a bit of confidence, obviously, going into the games we've got coming up, and we're striking for really promotion this year. So going first into the league, going into Christmas, it does give us that confidence, thinking like we can get there. But obviously, we've got to make sure we don't take our foot off the pedal, and we stay like grounded in a way. We've got to make sure we keep working hard, because there's still a couple of months. There's still lots of hard work to do. We've still got a few games to go as well, so it's not quite winnable yet. So we've got to keep that in mind.
Now, obviously, John Nash, your manager, came in last season. What effect do you think has he had on the club since joining?
Very, very positive. He knows how he wants to play. He's got his aspirations and a clear line of what he wants to do, and then he makes sure that we all follow in line to that, like what he wants to do. And if you're not committed, if you're not working hard, like he knows there's a door you can leave. But no, he's a lovely person to have in the club as well. If you need to chat anything, he's always there. But no, he knows what he wants, and which is promotion, and then he knows how to get it as well.
Great, that's lovely to hear.
Yeah.
So you're obviously playing for the Bucks team as well. You know, you're scoring goals. Every time I see you, you're scoring goals. How would you manage a balance playing on a Wednesday and a Sunday? And obviously you're on uni as well. Like, how would you balance the study and then the football lifestyle?
I've just got to take up my free time for my studies as much as I can. Any free time I've got, just make sure I'm using that for studies. With balancing the Wednesday games and the Sunday games, it's just make sure I get the recovery in right on the Thursday and then the Friday as well. Normally a Friday session is much easier than a Tuesday session, because we've all played 2 days before, and we've got a game coming up in 2 days' time. So it's just balancing, making sure my free time gets used for studies. Obviously, I've got to give up some like social aspects, which I don't mind right now, but I'll probably look back and be a bit gutted about it really. But football's like my main priority right now, so I'm not too bothered about that. So yeah, make sure my free time's for study, make sure I do my own recovery. It's not all on the club. I need to take responsibility as well.
Carys, thank you so much for coming in. I know a lot of people have gone home, so you're probably desperate too. But I hope you have a very lovely Christmas and a nice time off. So thank you for joining us in the studio. But let's have a little look now at the highlights of the girls' football this season.
Bowen again. Shot from range. Oh my God. What a strike. It's the second for Bowen from all of 40 yards.
That's absolutely unbelievable.
2-1 to Met. What a way to do it as well.
Well defended by Hartbury, but the ball's not giving up yet. There's Demi Harris.
Finish.
What a finish.
She's deserved that goal the way she's been playing today.
Finds the side net and absolutely no chance for Rebecca Wood.
Chip towards Horton. Onside. Great first touch. Takes it again. Finishes really well. Stevens now played towards the attacker. She's in for Met. What a finish that is! Fantastic. Becca Thomas down the right-hand side.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable finish by Thomas. Absolutely unbelievable. Lofted over the goal.
It looks like Gittins will go for goal here. It's up and over the wall and into the right top corner. It's unbelievable from Karis Gittins. Goal and
you'd say.
it's a goal and assist now for Karis Gittins today.
Those highlights were absolutely phenomenal, and I'm so excited to see what the girls get up to in the season. But right now we have a new guest with us, Amelia, our rugby correspondent, who's going to talk. Our rugby correspondent, our Bucks correspondent. I've been talking about rugby so much, it's still in my head. Our Bucks correspondent, who is going to talk about the Varsity 2025, where the Archers were able to look to get redemption against Bath.
Well, what a day. There have been ups, there have been downs, but most importantly, Bath have come out as champions. Bath have come out as champions.
Come in, guys, he's the one. It's a development, captain, here we go.
To Gabby Heelan, and that has to be up there as one of the tries of the season.
Varsity obviously sounded great and looked really exciting. I wasn't lucky enough to attend myself, unfortunately, but I don't really, just for the viewers, don't really know what Varsity is. So please explain to us, Amelia, what exactly is Varsity for those that don't know?
So essentially Varsity is a day where two unis, in this case two exceptional unis in sport, come together and compete, showcasing all the sport. We've got numerous sports across the board. Make a day of it. The people that aren't competing come. This year it was on campus here in Kingroad campus. They have a drink, watch sport, and yeah, it's just an occasion for everyone to get together and kind of showcase all the sporting talent that the unis have.
Cool. I would just want to start off by saying I'm not doing a very good job this year because I didn't go to class and I also didn't go to Varsity, but this is a sign for me to next year to go to both of them, and I'm really excited. What I want to know, Amelia, is what sport stood out for you?
So basketball was a big one. Obviously, this was a big year for Cardiff. They beat Bath for the first time, so all the points get added up, and Cardiff won the Varsity overall, beating Bath 61-59. First victory for Cardiff in 7 years, so that was a big one.
7 years, wow.
7 years. It came down to the last match that won it for Cardiff, the men's basketball. Basketball did exceptionally well across the board with the men's, women's and wheelchair fixtures all came away with wins in all of them. Cricket also did exceptionally well, men and women's won, same with water polo. And even the mascot race as well, Cardiff managed to come away with a win.
Wait, can I just ask, what is the mascot?
So
what does that mean?
Cardiff Met and Bath both have their mascots. They're dressed up,
oh my gosh,
fully kitted out, and they race then down the track.
That sounds like good. I think we both need to.
Yeah, literally. What on earth?
I don't know how far it is. It looks about 100 metres, but I mean, wearing that costume, you could do 50 metres. You do pretty well, but yeah.
Maybe you can do it with your antlers next
year.
Yeah. Hitting the
I'm so sorry.
Ready?
I'm pretty sure they're upside down.
I will just say they are upside down. If she has them normally, they just flop.
Yeah, she mentioned the upside down. I was like, oh.
Obviously, Varsity sounds like such great fun, and I cannot wait to see what next year holds. But there's obviously so many sports going on around campus, and we managed to catch up with some students around campus to ask about their top sports of the year.
This is Cardiff Met Sport TV, and today we're asking people around campus what their top sport of this year has been.
Rugby, because I play it. Yeah, rugby. I think like the facilities here are class, and yeah, it's good crack with all the boys.
I think my favourite sport really has just been like the tennis this year. They've been undefeated in the league in Bucks.
Met basketball in 2025 was pretty great.
I'd say my favourite sport over the past year would definitely be High Rocks.
My favourite sport was probably women's rugby. Because they won the Bucks Super Rugby.
Yeah, I have to agree. Definitely the women's rugby this year.
It's great to see that so many students on campus have different types of sport. Now, what I'm interested about is, Libby, what is your top sport?
Top sport, yeah. I think for me it's gymnastics.
Okay.
This is a new sport. Well, not new. New sport for me this year. I had done it many years ago and just started again. I'm now with the Cardiff Met Gymnastics team, and I've been loving it. There's Bucks in the new year. There's also Welsh Championships, which is for the wider Welsh Gymnastics, not me, who's very much beginner level. But yeah, the team at Cardiff Met are so lovely, so it's been really great doing gymnastics with them this year. But what about you? What are your top sports?
I'm going to take it away from uni, only because I've done this sport for the first time and I really enjoyed it.
Go on.
So for me, it's a growing sport. It has to be paddle. Now,
oh my God, yeah.
Right. For those of you who don't know what the sport is, it's a blend of elements of tennis and squash, right? And high-profile athletes that have been playing as well, like Ronaldo and Messi, they've publicly been playing it. And I played it myself, and only once I played it, and it only took me one lesson to have to be drawn in. Like, it was absolutely unreal. Like, I'm not even joking. And right now in the UK, it has risen over 2,567% in players between 2019 and 2025.
I've seen so much of it over social media.
We need to go.
We should go.
Yeah.
I haven't had the chance yet. You can introduce me to paddle.
There we go. I feel like I'm amazing, so I'll show you everything.
Oh, please do.
Now, what about your top moment?
Sporting moment. I'm gonna chuck a curveball in here. Also go outside of uni. Something that people might not have heard about. It was Powerful Glory winning the Quipco British Champion Sprint at the British Champions Day at Ascot. This is horse racing.
I was going to say, what are you talking about?
We're talking about horses. So Powerful Glory made history this year. He won, so British Champions Day, first of all, is when the best jockeys, horses and trainers go head-to-head in the finale of British flat racing season. It's a huge day in the calendar, and the biggest race of the day is the Quipco British Champions Sprint. Now, Powerful Glory won it. Well, he was 200-1, which basically means he was complete underdog. No one thought this horse was going to win. He won and he beat the favourite Lazat, who was 9-4, who everyone was like, yep, this horse is basically going to win it. So that was a huge moment and made history when it comes to flat racing. So yeah, but what about you? Throw it back at you. Top sporting moment.
For me, there's been amazing things happening. You know, so many sports. But for me, it has to be the England Lionesses victory to the Women's Euro 2025. Literally serving the historic win. Like, I watched it throughout. You know, and I'm such a big football fan. Like, speaking to Caris earlier, like, I followed them. I followed everything in women in football, and it was just amazing to see. Like, I was just like, wow. Like,
yeah,
we deserved it.
I was actually sat in Italy to watch that final.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great.
I was just watching it from home, but it was amazing.
It's on holiday, but I do remember that. That was a great moment.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite athlete, or you've been following, like a top player?
Oh, I'm a big F1 fan. It's got to be Lando Norris.
Yeah.
Won the Drivers' Championships a few weeks ago, with his third place in Abu Dhabi, but that put him just, I think, 2 points ahead of Max Verstappen. Just the build up for that, the thing between the three drivers, yeah, it was great. But finally, for your sporting person,
I was hoping you didn't ask me this, because I actually don't have one. I watch so many sports. I know I love so many athletes, and choosing one, the guilt will absolutely kill me. So I don't have one.
But it has been a wonderful year for sport. Obviously in Wales, for Cardiff Met and for Britain, we've got the Lionesses, we've got people like Lando Norris, and we've got people and teams like the women's rugby, who have done a phenomenal job this year. Now, we very much look forward to seeing what next year has to bring. And you can catch up more about what next is in store next year with our other show, looking forward to the year, at 2:30. But we just want to say thank you very much for joining us for a very festive Archers Up the Archers show. That's goodbye, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from me. And
we'll see you in the next year, and I hope everybody enjoys their holidays. I hope everybody relaxes. We can see how hard people have been training, you know, the students. It's really important to have the balance of relaxing as well. So yeah,
have some time off, eat some
Literally.
mince pies, have some sleep.
Switch your laptops off.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Happy to go?
Yeah. Hello, I'm Joe Towns and I'm the Programme Director of the Sport Broadcast Master's degree. The Sport Broadcast MSc is all about live production skills, sports broadcast journalism and content creation, whether that's for social media, for podcasts, long-form documentaries or short-form TikTok. On the Sport Broadcast Master's degree, we try and cover every possible role that you could find in the contemporary sports media industry. We want our students to be prepared for all of them, whether that's behind the camera, directing, producing, editing, operating replays, directing a live stream, or if it's on screen, reporting, presenting, commentating. We've designed this course as the perfect stepping stone into the sport broadcast media industry. In terms of broadcast facilities, we have a fully equipped Adobe Lab, which is our newsroom, a TV news gallery, a radio room, brand new podcast studio, and out on the sports fields we have gantries and galleries so that we can live stream football and rugby every week. This course is a practical course, it's hands-on, it's vocational. We really pride ourselves that we're trying to create students that are multi-skilled and ready to take their career in any direction when they leave us. The big advantage of running this course on this campus here at Cardiff Met is that there is elite sport every week, whether that's Wednesday as part of the Bucks competition or so many of our teams play in National League sporting competitions on the weekend. On a Wednesday afternoon, our students could be directing a live stream of Bucks Super Rugby. They might be filming highlights for a live football match, presenting a radio show, making a podcast, or doing a live TV Up the Archer sports preview show. As well as weekly Bucks fixtures, we also cover some really big events on campus, whether that's our varsity day against Bath University.
It's Cardiff Clash. Cardiff Met versus Cardiff University.
Clash on the Court, a triple header in the Archers Arena where we show netball, women's basketball, men's basketball, or the Cardiff Met Sports Awards, a massive event in a hotel in the city where we do all of the VTs and production for what is a brilliant way to round off the year. Across the city and across Wales, we have some very well established relationships with the industry, so our students have opportunities the whole year long to go out on placements. If you're a Welsh speaker,
Shwmae a chroeso I benod arall o Up the Archer.
then we allow all students to submit any of their coursework in the medium of Welsh. We also have some fantastic opportunities in the Welsh sports broadcast industry. The sport broadcast industry is a fast-changing, ever-evolving space. We're really proud that so many of our graduates go on to work in the industry. There's all sorts of possible opportunities for the students to explore once they finish the Sport Broadcast Master's degree.